Good morning. Good morning. I know you can see the balloons in the back. That's for it's my coworker's birthday today. So, but anyway, so this video I want to talk about my experience last Sunday. I didn't make the video that day because I'm still, getting used to, filming with my camera, and then I have to upload the video and then remove the video from my camera. Because anyway, I don't have any space. I don't have any space on my camera. So that's been a little challenging. I'm trying to work that out. Anyway, so last Sunday, it was right before we got, I guess you could say, a big little snowstorm here in New Jersey, and a lot of other places I know had the snow. My hair is so flat. Yeah. So because the next day, Monday, was Martin Luther King's birthday, and it was like a snow day. We were in the house. I was in the house all day, practically. Okay, so Sunday was very interesting as far as my food deliveries. I went to my normal area where I go, and again, I'm in New Jersey. So the area where I like to go is, there's a few towns. It's like Key Point, and it's kind of close to the Jersey Shore, but it's not down the Jersey Shore. It's, Central Jersey, and I'm very new to the area, so I can't even really explain it. But it's central. I'm in Central Jersey, but again, it's not down by the Jersey Shore, but it's not too far from the Jersey Shore. So anyway, I went down there as usual. I just like that area because I get orders, usually I get orders back to back, especially on the weekend in the morning. Okay, so normal situation. But on Sunday, and if again, I've been having to remove stuff from my phone, so I may have removed all the pictures that support this whole conversation. But if not, I'll add them in. But I got an order that took me further, and I didn't even know where it was, how far it was taking me, but it took me further towards the Jersey Shore, I'll say. And I think the first order was in Homedale. Homedale was the town, which I'm not familiar with Homedale. I'm not familiar. The order was like $21 for a regular Uber order. It may have been a double order, but still, I usually don't get $20 orders at all. So I saw the order. It was two pickups. Two pickups and deliveries, and paying $21, and the mileage was not that bad. It was definitely under 21 miles. It was, I want to say it was something like half of that, maybe 10 miles or something. And I took it. I was like, oh, I'm gonna take it. That, and it might have been, I don't know if it was the first order of the day, but it might have been close to the first order of the day. So I took that order. So okay, great. And honestly, in my mind, because I don't get $20 orders. I just don't get them. When I took that order, I said to myself, this because Uber got jokes. Uber be, So I was like, I'm gonna take. I was skeptical, basically. I was like, I'm gonna take this order, but we're gonna see if there's some okie doke with this order. I took the order and picked, and both places that I had to pick up. The first place I picked up, I remember, was what's the name of the place? It's a nice, because I've eaten there, and I've I've, you know, my family, we've ordered from there. Oh my God, I can't remember the name. Turn of something like that. It's a great Sunday morning breakfast brunch. You know, place. So, and they're usually crowded, you know, because it's a nice atmosphere, and their food is great. So, I want to say Tunic Fork or something like that. Anyway, I don't know what the name is, but anyway, so that was the first pickup, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be a minute, because the one I usually pick up from, you know, it's a minute, you know. I went in, gave him the name. Okay, so clearly it's later in the day. But yeah, so with that order, I went in. Turning Point, that's the name of the place, Turning Point, and this was in Homedale. I'm used to going to the one in, I think there's one in Westfield. I used to go to the one in Westfield. Very nice place. Like I said, it's a great breakfast place. So went there expecting to have a wait. I gave the lady my name, or the name of the order. It was right on the counter, ready to go. So I was like, great. So picked that up, went to the next spot, which was a bagel place. I think it's like Jim's Bagels. Got there, order was right on the counter, ready to go. I was like, oh, this is different. So those two orders, delivered them. Very easy deliveries. I think they were both leave at the door. Left them at the door, and you know, and I was done. And I was like, oh, that was great. A $20 order, 2 pickups, and it was easy. Okay, so then I'm like, okay, Homedale is that what is, you know, maybe Homedale is the spot. So then a little while later, or you know, a few minutes later or whatever, I get another order that's like, I think the second order was like $15, which is again, I mean, I've gotten $15 orders, but usually the orders are like $7, $8, $9, you know, $10 or whatever. But it was $15, and I think this was a single. I'm not sure if it was a single or double. I was like, bet. Took the order. Same experience. Like, it was in that same Homedale area. And I'm like, I've never been to Homedale before. I don't know, maybe saying the name wrong, but I was like, you know, a lot of little shops, TJ Maxx, you know, like places I hadn't seen, you know, or, I mean, you know, of course I'm familiar with them, but I just hadn't been in that area. So I was like, okay. So did that $15 order. Then I get another $20 order in that area. And I'm like, what? Like, you know, and that might have, the second $20 order may have been a double order too. But simple pickup. You know, there was no drama with any of these orders. It was just, oh, there was one place where I kept going. It was, the name of it was such a cute name for a restaurant. It was something like, oh my God, I forgot the name of the restaurant. But it was a very cozy, it was like a general store, but it was actually a, you could, you know, it was a little restaurant. You could eat there. You know, of course, they were having breakfast food at that time. It was still Sunday morning. And I went there probably 3 or 4 times, back to back to back. And all those orders were going right at the edge of the shore. I mean, I was just down the road from like Long Branch and Red Bank, you know, I was right there. on the tip edge, and because the Uber, and these were all Uber orders. The map on the Uber order shows you when you're near water. You see the blue part, and then you see the land. I was at the edge, and at one point I remember, I think it was that first $20 order, I had to drive over a bridge. And I mean, when I first, I'm driving, and I can see it on the app. I see that I'm coming towards like water, or I'm coming towards the ocean. The ocean, because we're the Jersey Shore is against the Atlantic Ocean. So I see I'm getting close to the ocean, and on the map, and then I see there's a bridge. So I have to take this little bridge, which takes me out into the ocean, on the bridge. And then there's a lot of, I guess they're like summer homes where people, have homes right on the Jersey Shore. And they're, big, huge $1 million homes and, that sort of thing. So I was like, oh, okay. Oh, all right. So it was and basically my point is, it was just it was a different experience for me to be in, I mean, I deliver to, when you do food delivery, I guess no matter where you are in the country, you're going to have some neighborhoods that are definitely more, ritzy, or, upper class, like I said, $1 million homes. I've had those deliveries. I've been in areas where you could tell these are $1 million homes. When the home, you drive into sometimes it's a gated community, but usually it's not even a gated community. It's you could tell you're in a whole different, income bracket here. And it's maybe like a cul-de-sac or something, and the homes are huge. I mean, they are huge. And yeah, so I've been in certain areas, but it was something about this area that just felt, because again, I could feel it in the tips of the orders. These people tipped very, very nicely, because the order itself, I mean, I would have to go back and actually look at the orders, but the orders, those $20 orders didn't represent the Uber payout. It represented the tip. But I'll have to go back and look at that. But I'm just saying that it was like, wow, okay. Now, I was further from home, obviously. So, once, like I was done with Ubering for the day, I had further to drive back home. But I didn't care. I felt like I found a new little area that could potentially be like a little gold mine, And one of the homes I went to, it was funny. The guy, he lived in kind of like I guess it was a condo development. Wow, this person is walking walk onto the highway. Anyway, this one person was living in a condo community. I think it was a condo. Again, probably a higher class level of condo. And I got a little lost or turned around, so either I called him or he called me. He could tell that I was lost, so may have called me, And so, I was just, telling him where I was at, and he was saying, oh, I'm around the corner, and so when I got to him, he asked me, he said, he asked me if there was any way that he could change, because when I literally got to his house, I should have been right on the ping, on the app, on the Uber app. And I wasn't. It showed that I was a ways from the ping. So he asked me, how could did I know how he could change that? And I said, you would have to call Uber for that. I said, but you could just write a little note in the comments. And then when I looked at the comments, I realized, oh, you did write a note. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even look. I apologize. But we just talked for a minute, and then I was on my way. But he was right on the edge of the water. Like, his condo community was like literally right on and this was the Atlantic Ocean. And I was like, wow, these people are living right on. I mean, I always think about if there's a hurricane, God forbid, or anything like that, you usually hear about, those homes or whatever being kind of, like they're having some damage. But he had an awesome, view of the ocean. It was right there. Like, the Atlantic Ocean was like right, if he just opened his door, or I'm sure he'd look out his window, he's looking at the Atlantic Ocean. But they were beautiful. They were beautiful. But anyway, the point of this video is that I think I found a new area. And, I like, sometimes, you're in the same area all the time, and it gets kind of stale. It just gets kind of stale. Your energy is, like, you're just like, oh, time to make the donuts. And sometimes you need a new area to get you excited and rejuvenated. And that's how I felt when I was there on Sunday. I felt like, oh, like I said, even the shopping look, was like, oh. And I mean, I've been to TJ Maxx and all the stores they had, I've been to. But when you see them in a new area, it's just something about that's just like exciting, and you're like, oh, So I would encourage you, if you haven't already, if you're, if you feel like you're just like, oh, it's just, your area is dried up, or like you're not making, you're not making a whole lot of money, or you just feel like you need something, try going out a little bit further from where you normally go. Or if you're a person that just goes in your neighborhood to deliver, I mean, if that works for you, great, keep doing it. If it's working for you, keep doing it. But I'm here to say, if it's not working for you, venture out a little bit further. And I know we all concerned about gas, and we don't want to be spending all this extra gas, driving all, far away and all of that. And I get that. And that's important to, be concerned about. But sometimes you got to drive a little bit further out to get some better orders. You just do. Like, that's just the reality of it. So, yeah, that's really my whole point, is just drive a little bit further, because I can't wait to go out this Sunday, and hopefully it won't be snowing, or super cold. But I'm excited about going out this weekend to that same area and seeing was that a fluke, or is that area, just in general, is it are the tips better? Is it just a better, oh, this traffic, or is it a better area in general. So I will have to let you know, you know, because I only deliver on the weekends. So, you know, I won't know until the weekend gets here. Anyway, I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and then comment below. What do you think? What have you found any new areas in your area? If so, let me know what they are. All right, take care. God bless. Bye.